Hello, my name is Jordan Cipriano. I also go by Jordana, whichever works. Um, I'm coming to UAF currently through CTC with the intent of getting a pre-nursing qualification certification, though I've since changed it to an Associates of Science for financial aid purposes. I'm coming to UAF already with a Bachelor's of Arts in English from Coastal Carolina University, South Carolina. So if there's any South Carolinians here, hello. But I only mention that really because taking some of these courses that I'm taking currently, like biology and math, are super out of my comfort zone as a humanities student and someone who typically struggles with math. So, needless to say, I'm in the trenches right now. Also, I apologize for the slightly askew camera angle. It's just my desk layout right now is atrocious. So, how would I define interpersonal communication? So, when I think of interpersonal communication, I always think of, and again, I don't assume you're looking for a super elegant or uh, perfectly accurate description of this, considering it's the first assignment of the semester, but I would say that, in my own words, when I think of interpersonal communication skills, I think of skills where you communicate clearly, concisely, and your message cannot be misconstrued. Now, moving on to the next question, because it's very similar. How do you think improving your public speaking and interpersonal communication skills will enhance your academic, personal, and professional goals? Well, firstly, Professor, you told me they would, and I trust you. I'm just kidding. I would say that, again, going back to what I said previously, being able to communicate clearly, concisely, and without being misconstrued are some of the, like, they seem very simple, but they're some of the most important aspects of communication in my eyes. But additionally, um, tone switching and being able to communicate in an appropriate manner for that particular setting is super important. Being able to talk to somebody about something that you think that they may have a visceral response to, you have to be prepared for that. You also want to take into consideration your word choice, of course, going back to being misconstrued, because some words or some ways you may present yourself, people may interpret in a way that you didn't mean for them to, especially, I'm not sure if this course is going to go over written communication. It seems to me like more verbal and video, but especially in written communication, because words leave a lot to be interpreted. Of course, those of us who are more in the humanities, I suppose, may argue, you can kind of get a feel for what people are trying to say, but that's not always the case. Everyone's from a different background. They have different cultural expectations, different understandings of language. So you want to be really careful and conscious of that when communicating. But either way, I look forward to an awesome semester with you guys, and it was great to meet you.